So let's take a look at the injury report so far. We've got the Lions, who it seems like the entire team is on injury report. The biggest thing is DeAndre Swift is on concussion protocol, and he was not listed on Wednesday, which means he more than likely suffered the concussion on Wednesday. Probably not going to clear protocol before the game on Sunday. So that's going to be probably the biggest blow right there.
Right after he got named the starter and everything going forward, he gets a concussion and then is out his first game.
Exactly, yeah. Right after he starts leading the offense, making the offense look a little bit better, and he gets a concussion. But that's something you can't control. It's part of football. We're just going to have to live with it and move on, and hopefully carry on, and AP can step up in their place.
Hopefully.
Yeah, there's a lot of both the defensive ends for Carolina are on the injury report. Christian McCaffrey's already been ruled out. Teddy Bridgewater, he's questionable right now. They don't know if he's going to start, but it's leading like he's not. So we might see PJ Walker, the XFL star from last year, see if he plays. And he's another one of those dual threat quarterbacks. Even if he ends up starting, he still might be a danger to us because we all know those quarterbacks that can scramble and get out of the pocket are the ones that always fuck us over because we don't have a very good pass rush right now. But it looks as though Jared Davis has been activated off COVID reserve. I don't remember hearing anything or seeing anything about him officially being active, or I'm assuming he's been practicing. He's listed on the injury report with knee as limited practice.
I'm pretty sure it happened last Friday or something like that.
Maybe, but maybe if he hasn't, then they're going to activate him this Saturday or Sunday before the game. Either way, he's been practicing and he's limited with a knee, so I think having Gerard Davis back is going to help our pass rush again because I know they've been using him a little bit less, but when they do use him, it's in those pass rush type situations, so I think he might help that ability to get to the quarterback.
I mean, they have a good offense. Obviously, if Christian McCaffrey and Teddy Bridgewater were there, I'd be a lot more scared of this team.
Yeah, they've got two really good wide receivers too in Robbie Anderson and DJ Moore. Robbie Anderson is one of those players who can stretch the field, and DJ Moore is just really fast. So we got to hope our secondary can step up. We know Jeff Okudah's been playing a lot better lately. And then obviously Tracy Walker, Deron Harmon, and Jaron Curse have been all-stars back there in the backfield for us.
I wouldn't say all-stars.
They're not all-stars, but they're definitely, the secondary is probably the strength of our team at this point right now. So with our linebackers and our defensive front not being able to get any pressure, it seems like they're the ones that can help us win the game if that is the case. So,
but I mean, they don't have the best defense. I think they're kind of ranked like in the lower league in defense.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe they're in the lower half of the league when it comes to defense. So
their defense, I'm not too scared of. Obviously, now if we don't have Kenny, DeAndre Swift, or Stafford, then I'm kind of scared. But I definitely see at least Stafford playing out of those three.
Yeah.
Kenny and Swift, I don't think they're going to play this week.
Yeah, Kenny Golladay it's looking weird. He was listed as limited practice on Wednesday, and then he was in no practice Thursday, which is really weird, unless he re-aggravated it or something, or they just gave him a random rest day, but normally Wednesdays are the rest days, so if anything, he would have been no practice.
They probably tested him out, and then he wasn't feeling it or something, so then they just, all right, we'll give you another week.
Yeah, exactly. And it doesn't seem like Jamal Agnew is coming back this week either. So that's another blow to our offense, but we'll just have to see again. Maybe Carry-On can actually step up. I don't know why. I know obviously they've just kind of been riding AP and Swift this whole time, but Carry-On's still a good running back. And people are saying one of the reasons we're not using him is because he's so injury prone, which I do understand. He is injury. He hasn't finished an entire season in his entire career. So the fact that we're just kind of sparingly using him, I mean, it's understandable. He still does wear that knee brace on his left knee because trying to protect it from further injury in the future. But maybe Carry-On can get some more reps, and hopefully he'll be able to step up.
I was gonna say maybe that's what they're like. Let's use Swift and AP, and then if one of them goes down with an injury, then we can start using Carry-On more.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta keep those legs fresh for later in the year for these types of situations.
Any of you haven't heard, Stafford tore a ligament in his thumb.
Yeah.
We kind of talked about the injury in last podcast, but nothing was released until, I think, Monday.
He said that his test came back negative, that his hand was fine, but then it was later reported that he has an actual torn ligament in his hand. Again, we've seen this before. He played with a broken thumb. Was it 2 years ago?
I was going to say, yeah, he's a tough, and like, as you guys saw in the Washington game, didn't look like it bothered him too much. He was still throwing great passes and everything. So maybe Stafford's just better once he gets injured.
I don't know about that, but I think he just plays through adversity more than any other quarterback can. And again, I don't think anyone will ever forget how tough tough Stafford is when he came back with a broken shoulder and threw a game-winning touchdown in the fourth quarter against the Browns. Again, you don't really see too many quarterbacks do that. That's kind of like the
no.
Kobe moment where he tore his Achilles and came back on to shoot that free throw. So
Klay Thompson tearing his ACL and then coming back out and shooting the free throws in the final.
yeah, same thing.
Just real quick, do want to send my prayers out to Klay Thompson and hope for a speedy recovery.
Yes, T's and P's out to Klay Thompson. He had a tore ACL last year, missed the entire year, and now he has a torn Achilles this year and missed the entire year. So T's and P's out to Klay Thompson. Hope you rest up. The Warriors did just get James Wiseman in the draft, a big man. So
and they also traded for Kelly Oubre Jr.
Even though they're missing Klay Thompson, they're still obviously gonna have Steph Curry, and they've got some new pieces. So the Warriors still might be pretty good this year.